two beauties have finally arrived my home. Yay! So I had a high expectation for Minimalist, but okay, first I'll show you the two sunscreens. And if you're wondering about the background that has changed, yes, I have just arrived Kolkata visiting my parents' house, and I'll be staying here for a while, so you will get to see this house for the next few weeks. And idhar ka khana and mithaiya, oh, I love the food here in Kolkata. Don't be surprised if in the next video you see a 10 kilos heavier fatso version of me. As for the Minimalist sunscreens, I have with me both the sunscreens. Let's look at them one by one. So this sunscreen comes with an SPF 50 and a PA++++ protection. Minimalist has shared the in vitro test results of both the sunscreens on their website. So I am confident that this sunscreen does provide the labeled protection. As for the sunscreen filters, मैं थोड़ा सा बता देती हूँ आपको, ध्यान से सुन लो क्योंकि ये जानना बहुत ज़रूरी है. So this sunscreen has mostly chemical filters, safe chemical filters like avobenzone, which is stabilized using octocrylene, then ethyl hexyl triazone, etc. And it has one physical filter, which is titanium dioxide. It also has added antioxidants like niacinamide, vitamin E, great, and retinol. I'll talk about it, but before that, as for the texture, it is indeed a lightweight sunscreen. As you can see, it has a very smooth consistency, moisturizing and cream-like, but it does not feel greasy or oily at all on the skin. After applying on face, it does not give any white cast. And wow! It gets absorbed very quickly, yeah? No shiny look or oiliness after application at all. I love it. Just look how beautifully and easily it gets absorbed into the skin, unlike most other sunscreens, right? And even after an hour of applying this sunscreen, it still feels non-sticky and bitless. First downside of this sunscreen is it has only one UVA filter, that is avobenzone, and none of the newer chemical filters, UVA filters. Those newer filters are extremely efficient and photostable. So not exactly a downside, but मैं हमेशा प्रेफर करती हूँ कि हमारे सनस्क्रीन में newer chemical filters जैसे कि Tinosorb S, Tinosorb M, etc. present हो. And the second and very important point, this sunscreen has retinol in it. Now we don't know exactly why they decided to put retinol in this sunscreen. Most probably in order to provide some antioxidant benefits or to reduce excessive oiliness maybe. Now we have been hearing experts say all the time that wear retinol products only at night. Now here I would like to clear one myth. Retinol or vitamin A itself does not make your skin more sensitive or increase your risk of sunburn. But still you need to aggressively protect your skin while using a retinol product, because retinol, what it does is it increases the cell turnover rate, that means the cell renewal rate. So those newly formed skin cells that just arrived on the surface of your face needs to be protected from the sun and needs to be handled with utmost care and love. But then why do experts all around the world warn us to wear retinol products only at night? That is mainly because retinol or tretinoin or retinoids in general, they are extremely unstable in presence of sunlight. But you also have to know that there are already different encapsulated forms of retinol or tretinoin that can be worn during the day because they are stabilized. So does it mean this sunscreen is safe? The answer is they have not mentioned whether they have used the stabilized or encapsulated retinol. And even if the percentage of retinol used is very low, and even if they have used the stabilized form of retinol, still it is not advisable to wear this sunscreen under midday strong sunlight for many hours. No. So my advice is, अगर आपको ये सनस्क्रीन यूज़ करना ही है तो आप इसे तभी यूज़ करो जब लिटिल टू मॉडरेट टाइम आप सन में स्पेंड कर रहे हो. एंड इफ़ यू आर एक्सपेक्टिंग लॉन्ग आवर्स अंडर द सन लाइक अ वेकेशन और अ रोड ट्रिप, then please keep this sunscreen. Cause anyway it has only one UVA filter, so I want to recommend this sunscreen for too much sun exposure. और एक downside है दोनों sunscreens का, but I will mention this later on, so please watch till the end. The second sunscreen from Minimalist, SPF 60 plus Silymarin. It also has PA quadruple plus protection. Now इसका price थोड़ा ज़्यादा है, but ingredient wise this sunscreen is bomb. It has new age, highly effective photostable filters like Tinosorb S, Uvinol A+, etc. It also has a high quality antioxidant, Silymarin, which will further protect your skin from the UV radiations and pollution. As for the texture, this sunscreen is almost like the other one, very lightweight and gets absorbed so easily, leaving no oiliness or no sticky feel. SPF 50 को तो थोड़ा सा फिर भी रब करना पड़ा था, बट ये सनस्क्रीन गाइज और इजीली एब्जॉर्ब हो रहा है. I love the texture and even after reapplying after 2 hours, still I can feel no heaviness or oiliness. My skin type is normal to combination and still I can see almost no oiliness on my T-zones. So I specially recommend this sunscreen for oily skinned people, but if you have a very dry skin and especially during the winters, I'll suggest you apply a moisturizer, very lightweight moisturizer before applying this sunscreen. But is it perfect? Does a perfect sunscreen really exist? I could find only one downside about this sunscreen. In fact, both the sunscreens, that is, ये दोनों sunscreens कहाँ गया? हाँ, ये दोनों sunscreens water resistant नहीं है और ये water resistant होने का claim भी नहीं करते. Most probably because ये दोनों silicone free sunscreens है. So what it means? No swimming or staying in the water or pool or beach for long hours using this sunscreen. Also reapply this sunscreen after every 2 hours or after sweating or exercise. So girls and guys, are you all set to glow through this Navratri and Durga Puja? Which sunscreen are you going to use? Let me know in the comments, I am waiting. And also you can ask me if you have any questions. Okay? Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.